This garlic bread is made from jarred minced garlic, and this garlic bread is made from the most expensive, high-quality garlic powder that I rated. I also have a bonus slice made from fresh peeled bagged garlic. Can you tell the difference? Do you always have to be mincing up your garlic, or can you just use the stuff in the jar? I wanted to find out. So some say that fresh is the only way, but others swear by jarred for the convenience. I know a lot of people that just buy the pre-peeled garlic. And then for the ultra convenience, we have garlic powder. Now, I truly believe they all have their own purposes. I typically use garlic powder and fresh garlic. I don't use jarred garlic or this stuff here. I never buy this stuff. But should I be? I don't know. So today we're putting them to the test. Flavor, nutrition, convenience. And we'll be doing a blind taste test with Monica to see if she can actually tell the difference. So first up, fresh garlic, whole clove. And I'll tell you right now, I know this is gonna hurt, but it's gonna be worth it. It's for science. Wow. Oh, that's strong. Oh my God. Okay. Whew. Okay, fresh garlic. When you chomp it or smash it, it produces allicin. That's the compound that gives garlic its punch, sharp, aromatic kind of flavor. Whew. Now, to compare that, let's try a little bit of the bagged peeled garlic. Now this stuff's a little softer, fat-free, it's not packed in any oils or anything. Now I'm gonna give this a little smash just for a fair comparison. So this, totally different than this. It's not nearly as sharp. It doesn't even smell nearly as sharp. It is very weak. Let's move on to, this is the most common one. I see a lot of people that have this in their refrigerators. Jarred garlic, which is pre-minced, usually packed in oil or water. This one's packed in oil. Sometimes it has preservatives. This one does, citric acid. It's super convenient, but a lot of chefs say that it gets flat, has like a sour note. I kind of feel like this was very flat. So yeah, it is very flat. It does have a little bit of that allicin, that sting, that bite that this one was missing. Not as much as the fresh, but it wasn't bad. This one wasn't bad. If I were to rank them between the two, I would say fresh garlic, jarred garlic, and then this peeled garlic is just junk. I don't know why, but really there's nothing there. And then finally, dried, dehydrated garlic powder. This one's organic garlic powder, the McCormick. This one rated the best. I've already tasted this. I know this has a lot of sting. Dried garlic powder is dehydrated and then ground down. It typically has a very concentrated garlic flavor, and it really works nice when you want like a smooth seasoning, just to add a little bit more garlic flavor to a sauce or something. But that kick is just as strong as the fresh garlic. Shockingly, way more than the jarred. So if I were to rank them, I would absolutely say that fresh garlic, dried garlic powder, then the jarred garlic, and then lastly, this peeled garlic. And this peeled garlic might be a poor ranking scenario. I wasn't originally gonna even add this in. I just last minute saw this on the shelf and was like, oh, you know what? I'll throw this in as a bonus. And I'm glad I did, because this stuff's junk. So now let's make our garlic bread. But first, let me tell you about today's sponsor, Noom. It's been a couple of years and people are still asking me about my weight loss. I lost over 110 pounds, and that all started with the help of Noom Weight. Noom Weight is a proven long-term solution to weight management that only takes a few minutes a day. Noom not only gives you the how, but they also give you the why behind your actions to empower you to take control of your health. Since starting Noom, I have never felt better. I feel like a completely new person to who I was just a couple of years ago. I move more, I'm making better food decisions. I literally ran the Boston Marathon this year, and this Sunday I'm running the Chicago Marathon. Something I never dreamed I would ever do in my entire life. Noom promotes sustainable results. It's a different way to approach weight management. With the support of individual and or group coaching, which you can choose if that works for you, lessons, or being uplifted by other community members, with Noom, you will always find ways to feel supported for the ups and downs of your health journey. And all foods are welcome on Noom. I don't know how to say this any better, but they literally changed my life. I always thought I was doing things the right way and there must be something wrong with me, but that all changed when I found Noom. Completely changed my outlook on health and weight management. So gang, I know I feel like a new person and it's been life-changing, and if you want to feel that too, click the link in the description to take your free Noom evaluation and redeem your free 14-day trial. It's quick, easy, and it will help you create a custom plan. Noom, thank you for sponsoring today's video and for making something that is just so life-changing. Okay, so to make the garlic bread, it's really simple. We just need about 2 tablespoons of a butter or spread, 1 clove worth of your garlic, whatever that's the equivalent of whatever product you're using, about an 1/8 teaspoon of salt and an 1/8 teaspoon of a seasoning. For this one, I'm gonna use some oregano. So we're just gonna chop that up, mince that up, cream up the butter, make sure it's all fairly even so that way you really can't tell. I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna use about half of the spread on each piece of toast. And then just to make sure that we know exactly which one's which, the full toothpick is going into the fresh garlic, the half toothpick is going into the peeled, the side toothpick is going into the jarred, and the no toothpick is the powder. I'm gonna throw these into the toaster oven on an air fry for about 11 minutes. Let's pull them out. These look fantastic. I'm gonna chop them into 2 so Monica and I can share. And now let's see what Monica has to say. Half toothpick. Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay, we're gonna go to the side toothpick.
Hey, cheers.
They know what I'm talking about. Okay. No toothpick.
Okay.
Cheers. Which is your favorite?
I might go with this one.
Wow. That's your favorite. Why is that one your favorite?
Well, it was really between these two.
Okay.
And you know, the only reason I chose this one is because I felt like it had a little bit more flavor than that one. None of them have a really intense garlic flavor to me.
Yeah, okay. No, okay. So this one was your favorite, second favorite, least favorite,
I think this one was my least
favorite, most favorite, third favorite, but I can see where you went with it because the jarred garlic tastes more even.
Maybe. It's funny because I stopped using jarred garlic a while ago because I felt like it didn't taste garlicky at all. And I would have to put tons of it in whatever I was making. And I would still be like, I don't really taste the garlic, you know? Which I can say that I didn't really like I had a hard time picking out like which was the most garlicky. I was really trying. So I just really went by like which one I felt like had the best flavor.
The garlic powder was, I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I like garlic powder. I thought they were all good.
So I'd say the fresh was the best and the jarred was the second best, to be honest.
That's interesting. Okay.
Yeah. If you were to serve all 4 of these on a platter to different people, they would all have a similar experience. I mean, it was like...
It was very subtle.
It was very subtle. You know, fresh on its own really stands out, but like once it's like cooked, you know, like if you're just to eat a clove of garlic, that makes a big difference. But once you cook it, it doesn't stand out as much. If you're going for convenience, it's okay.
Jarred garlic. Jarlic.
I think if you want the best experience, like if you're making something that's very garlic forward and you need like, I think the garlic clove will transfer a lot more of that flavor to a dish.
You know what's good is like the roasted garlic that you can like spread.
And that's something you really can't do with jarred. I mean, all in all, you can use whatever is the most convenient for you to get that garlic flavor. I don't think you're missing out unless it's fresh. Use a fresh clove of garlic. But I'll tell you right now, I'm gonna probably keep jarred in the fridge a lot more now.
Yeah.
Well, there we go.